This is Braggins Adventures.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew with Braggins Adventures. Hey, before we get started with the video today, what'd you think of the new intro, guys? We've got a new intro and a new outro that will be rolled out over videos between now and the end of the year. Reason being is we already had some videos in the queue uploaded all the way through the end of the year. So you'll see a little of the new and a little old as we go on, but eventually all videos are going to have this new intro and this new outro. I also want to take a moment to remind you that we have a whole new social media presence. You can still get us on Instagram, but we're also now on TikTok, and we've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group that you can actually interact and communicate with Braggins Ventures team on a regular and consistent basis. All of them are free, and all of them are the same username, which is on the screen right now. So please hit us up over on social media in the comments below. And obviously, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. As a reminder, we are doing a contest as long as we hit our subscription goal by the end of the year. Everyone that's a subscriber will have the opportunity to enter to win a $50 Amazon gift card. So it's free to subscribe, and you could win $50, guys. You have no reason not to subscribe, and share this with your friends and get them to subscribe too. Now, I know why you're here today. You want to find out what our little hidden gems are in Las Vegas, places we think that you should check out the next time you're in Vegas. Now, I'm not going to be recommending the coaster at New York, or the Eiffel Tower at Paris or anything like that. I'm talking food and beverage spots that you may or may not have heard of. Some are on the Strip, some aren't, but all of them are absolute hidden gems that I think you should check out. Let's go! All right, guys, we're going to start south of the Strip at Sapporo Sushi. Now, they have a couple locations. This is a town square location, which is just a little bit south of the Strip. It's also their only location that does a happy hour. It's a revolving sushi place, which I've never, ever been to one before, so this was like the coolest experience ever. But during happy hour, every single plate you see is only $2. Even if you're not there during happy hour, it's only $2.99. Plus, they have like $6 ramens. Sapporo beer was $2.95, plum wine for $5.95. But guys, we grabbed a variety. Now, we were eating a lot this day. We did a bunch of stuff for various food videos that we're putting out for you. So we only got about maybe 8 plates between the two of us, maybe 10. Hard to remember. But perfect little place to do maybe a pre-dinner appetizer type stop, or just eat a full meal there. The waiter was actually a little shocked that we only ate so few plates. I think a lot of people, when they go there for happy hour, they like grub. But we ate enough. We were happy with it because we did again have a bunch of stops both before and after this. The sushi is absolutely delicious. Fresh sushi, great tasting. The rice is good. The various toppings on the various sushis is phenomenal. I was trying to find something wrong, because you know how we always try to do honest reviews and give you both sides of the coin there. There's nothing wrong with this place. It was phenomenal. Happy hour runs from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., I believe. And you know what? It's worth a stop every time. I will never, ever say don't go here, because it's phenomenal. Make sure you check it out, Sapporo Sushi. And now let's head across the street. And I do mean right across the street. We are going to the Rockstar Bar at the Las Vegas Golf Club, directly across the Strip from Sapporo Revolving Sushi. Now, we went for a happy hour, and because I have the Vegas Bike card, but the employee there did not seem to be trained on the Vegas Bike card. She did say she'd honor it for food, but not for drinks during happy hour, because they're already only $5 for well drinks. Hopefully the issue with employee training will be fixed by the time you go. Anyway, it's a cool little, I'm going to call it a dive bar inside a golf club. Because that's honestly what it felt like. They have these cool little pool tables, and pool, it was either 25 cents or $1, I can't remember, but I was shocked by how cheap it was to play a few rounds of pool. We had a good time, decent drinks, for $5, you're not going to complain, just south of the Strip. And it was frankly empty during happy hour when we were there, so we pretty much had the place entirely to ourselves. While we did not try any food there, it smelled good inside. But you should definitely head down here, grab at least a drink or two, maybe a bite to eat. I'm not a golfer myself, but if you are, you could play around as well. We're going to stay in the same area, but head a little west of the strip now to Zippy's Las Vegas. This is their first location off island. And I have a full review of this available on the channel that I'll link to in the description below if you want to check that out. But I want to give you a little sneak peek because I absolutely think this is a place that you should go anytime you're in Vegas. If you get a chance to go to the ones in Hawaii, you should visit them as well. It's a great little business. They make great Hawaiian food, just like authentic Hawaiian plate food. Really tasty, great desserts are there. You should definitely check out the full review. All right, we're gonna head northeast now and go east of the strip to Hofbrauhaus. I've never been here, guys. This was my very first time, and let me tell you, it's a pretty cool experience. Now, we were there during Oktoberfest, but during lunch, so the place was empty. They have this huge family-style seating hall, and then they have this kind of more romantic, it feels like you're outdoors sort of park area with four tops back there. We sat in the family-style eating hall, again, because we were there at lunchtime. Had a couple of beers, and let me tell you, the beers are cold and delicious. And while I'm on the subject, the service here is absolutely amazing. I could not get over how friendly the service was at Hofbrauhaus. For food, I wanted to try something a little authentic, so I got this huge plate of various meats over potatoes. There's some sauerkraut on there as well. It was delicious. I have no complaints about anything on this plate. You know, and then Alyssa got her she did a chicken schnitzel this time sandwich and absolutely loved it. Great food, great environment, great experience. Definitely check it out. All right, we're gonna head to the strip now for the Miracle Mile shops and the Tipsy Robot. Now, the Tipsy Robot is located just inside one of the entrances, so you don't have to wander around too far to find it. And don't be confused, the Tipsy Robot has both robot bartenders and human bartenders. Why did we go here, and why am I recommending you go here? We have the Vegas bike card. And what happens is with the Vegas bike card, if you buy a robot beverage, you get a free drink from the humans. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a pretty simple process. Go to the touch screen, pick your drink, swipe your credit card. Depending on how busy they are, will determine how quickly you get your beverage from the robots. I'm going to just let you know, though, it's a one-time novelty thing. You only have to go here once for the robot experience. Beyond that, hit up the human bartenders inside. They're super friendly people. They'll make your drink a lot faster, probably a little bit stronger, and they can do a little more mixing as far as different types of cocktails. The robots are limited to simple beverages like gin and tonics and such like that. It is definitely a cool one-time experience. I do recommend that you go check it out at least once. Take your friends that haven't been there before, let them get the robot drink, and then you hang out at the human bar and chat with the human bartenders. This is a hot spot for the ladies that hang out on the strip. They want you to take your photo with them. The showgirls that are out there, they hang out, they come in on their breaks and stuff and get drinks from the human bar in here. But like I said, cool one-time experience. Grab that Vegas bike card and you practically pay for half of it with one trip here with that complimentary human drink that you get if you get a robot drink. So worth the one-time visit. Come check it out. Tipsy Robot inside Miracle Mile. Up next, we're going to visit the Lock at the Horseshoe. Now, this is not your average speakeasy. You don't need to locate some special code that they put on Instagram that day. You do need to have a reservation, though, which you can make through the Horseshoe website. Once you get there, you're going to make a call on a phone that's outside the door. They'll get your table prep. You're going to enter. You'll get a whole story. You'll have to solve a puzzle in order to get in. It's super cool. Once inside, it is a small, dark space. It feels very much like a speakeasy. And having heard the story that you heard to get in there, it makes it all the better. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about the story because I want you to be surprised when you go. I do want to warn you, though, it is a 2-drink minimum, and the drinks are not cheap. We spent about $170 while we were here. I had 3 drinks. Alyssa had her 2. They also have a room behind that portrait you see on screen there that is available for rent by the hour, and those rates aren't actually too terrible, I don't feel like. But check it out, the Lock at the Horseshoe. For sure, an awesome stop. On your way out of the Horseshoe, make sure you hit up Duck Donuts. In my opinion, this is the only place we're stopping at the very rundown and trashy Grand Bazaar shops. These are handmade, fresh-made donuts. Once you order them, they're absolutely delicious. I do apologize for the vertical footage, but this was just going to be a TikTok reel, and I decided it was so good I had to include it in this list. Make sure you hit up Duck Donuts. All right, we're going to head farther north to the north end of the strip here for Siegel's Bagel Mania. Guys, I saw this place on another vlog, Bill and Lisa's Food and Travel, one of our favorite vlogs to watch. I'll link to them in the description below. And I was like, that looks amazing. I have to try it. Now, I'm going to tell you the one problem with this place. Their valet rules change depending on if there's a convention in town. Depending on what day you go and what time of year you go, you might pay $30 to park here. Other times it might be free. It's always free if you're getting your food to go. They can't even tell you inside the store when it's going to be valet and when it isn't. So, there's that, and that is an issue. They do have this giant dining room, so you can dine in. They also have these awesome to-go bagel chips that you can get, and obviously, I had to grab one. Those were gone within a week. Yes, that's a giant tub the size of my head. But anyway, Alyssa and I each got a breakfast sandwich, and can you tell how big that is? These things were so massively huge and worth every penny that you're paying for them. Absolutely delicious. Honestly, I would go back here again and again for how good these sandwiches were. They tasted homemade like we make them at home, because we do stuff like this a lot. Just, they're obviously using way better quality ingredients than I'm going to find in a grocery store. The baking their stuff fresh. We loved it, though. We took it back to the hotel after we ran a 5K and just devoured it. All right, guys, for our final two spots, we're going to head downtown Vegas. The first stop is about a block off of Fremont Street, and it's called the Downtown Grand. It's a casino with dining options that are absolutely amazing. So, you're going to head inside, and right to the right as you get inside, they've got this amazing $2 hot dog and beer special. They're going to give you a draft PBR and a Nathan's hot dog. That's right, you heard me. A Nathan's hot dog for $2. Now, make sure that you have cash, because it is cash only here at this particular venue inside the Downtown Grand. Did I mention they have dollar blackjack here too? So there's that as well. You can load up your hot dog with toppings, and the beers, they felt like about a 10-ounce pour, I think. And then there's the Furnace Bar, another great spot to stop. When you go, ask for Joe's Special. It's $3.50. You get another 10-ounce PBR and then a shot of Evan Williams whiskey for $3.50. And wait, did I mention they have dollar blackjack? Oh yeah, they have dollar blackjack. Anyway, this is an absolutely amazing place to go check out. Next up, we're going to head over to the Circa for, I'm going to butcher this, Saginaw's Delicatessen. They're open 24 hours a day. And it's a Jewish delicatessen. And let me tell you, they do have late night specials. I'm not there late night, so I'm not going to do any late night specials. But we wanted to try a couple of things off the menu here just to give you an idea of what they've got going on. It's a super cool little joint with plenty of seating. You go up, place your order, they give you a number, you take it back to your table, have a seat, and they'll bring it to you as soon as it's ready. Now, I've seen this place get very crowded, so you may have to wait quite a bit when you're there. But if you're lucky like us and went during a lunchtime period, or I should say a later lunch period, it wasn't too bad of a wait at all. They have this cool little back room too that I imagine they open up when it gets super crowded. But let's get on to the food. So I got these delicious, absolutely delicious little potato cakes, and then this garlic toast. We're not mad about anything that we ordered here. It was all delicious. I'm just upset with myself that I chose to eat sour cream, because even with the lactose pills, that sour cream still hit me hard. But I wanted to be authentic. You know what I mean? Anyway, this garlic bread was absolutely phenomenal. Alyssa and I couldn't get enough of it, and if I could, I would have ordered a loaf to just walk around downtown with, but we were going to do more spots for you guys, so we couldn't do that. But this bread is amazing, very garlicky. And then my little potato cakes are absolutely phenomenal. A little bit of, I think that was like an applesauce, like thick applesauce and a little bit of sour cream. The right cook on them, just a generally good bite to eat. Anyway, these are spots that I think you should check out when you're in Vegas. Check out one or two of them, check them all out. If I missed one that you were like, hey, you guys have to check this one out, let us know in the comments below. Other than that, guys, I just want to say thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.